Hey y'all, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Jennifer with True to You Yoga, and our focus today will be on open and closed hip postures. So let's just hop right into it and come to the top of your mat in mountain pose. In mountain, your feet are parallel to each other. Your big toes can be touching with a little space between your heels, or your feet can be straight underneath of your hip sockets. Root down through your toes and your heels, lift your insoles, and then tighten your muscles, lift your kneecaps, tighten all the way through your quads, tuck your pelvis just a tiny, tiny bit, and lengthen out your back so then you don't have a sway back when you're not tipped in too far. Lengthen all the way up through your spine, out the top of your head. Knit your ribs together, pretend like you have a corset on that's going to close them up. Engage your abs like a big old cough. Take your shoulder blades up, around, and down your back. Let them fall into place. Arms out to your side, fingers spread wide, facing forward, and your chin is parallel to the floor. This is mountain pose. Inhale, lift your arms up over your head. Exhale, float them back down by your sides. Let's do this 3 more times on your own. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Take a moment if you want, shake it out just a little bit. And we are going to do some pelvic tilt. That's going to help you find that neutral pelvis. Take your hands on your hips and tip your pelvis forward. Like if your pelvis was a bowl, you are going to be spilling stuff out the front of it onto your mat. Now take in with your hands, you can just feel that rotation, so then your pelvis is completely tucked under and you're going to be spilling stuff out the back. Do that a few more times, back and forth. And now we're going to find that neutral. So it's right in the middle. Nothing's going to spill out of your bowl. It's going to give you a long back. Helps protect your back whenever you do it like that, instead of either having it too much of a sway or too much of a tilt. Check that back now. Keep your hands on your hips, and we're going to do some hip circles. You're going to tuck your pelvis towards the front of the room, and then take it over to the left, back behind you, over to your right, and back to the front. Just little circles like if you were dancing or something. Do a few more of those. Now let's switch to the other direction. Hit all 4 corners. And come back to neutral. Shake it out a little bit if you want to. Take your left foot, step it back towards the back of your mat for high lunge. Come up onto your toes. Both feet are facing forward, parallel. Bend your right knee. Bend your left knee now, so you can find the length in your spine, and then you can slowly start to straighten it. Keep your hips facing forward. This is a closed hip position. You need to have your back foot in farther, that's fine. Wherever is comfortable for you and your body. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Exhale, let's cactus your arms today. Bend your elbows, bring your shoulder blades down your back, elbows towards your sides. Inhale, back up. Exhale your hands to your hips and step forward, back into mountain. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Exhale, take your right hand to your right thigh and tilt over to the side with your left arm reaching up out of its socket. Nice side bend stretch. Your gaze can be to the floor, the ceiling, straight in front of you, whatever is comfortable for your neck. You don't want to strain it. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, switch sides. Left hand down to your left side. Right hand reaching up and over. Inhale, both hands back up. Exhale, down by your side. And we are going to step our right foot back this time into high lunge. Again, railroad track for your hips and your feet, so everything's facing the front of your mat. Abs are engaged. If you need to do a little cough test, or like if you started to laugh, things like that, that'll help engage it all. Bend your back knee. Find that length in your spine before you try to start straightening it. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows into cactus arms or goalpost arms. Engage all of those muscles in your legs, hug them into your bones. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, hands to your sides. Check those hips and step back forward into mountain pose. We're going to go through those side bends again. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, right hand down, reach with the left. Deep breath. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale to your left side. Couple deep breaths, feel that stretch. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands to your sides. Take your left foot, step it towards the back of your mat. Put your foot parallel to the edge of your mat, to your short edge of your mat. It's going to intersect the heel of your right foot. We're going to go into Warrior Two. Your Warrior Two can be up higher or it can be down lower. That's where we work towards eventually being, is in the bent knee, so then your leg is parallel to the floor. It takes time. It takes a lot of quad muscle that you probably wouldn't think that you would need for a pose like this. Take your left inner thigh, spin it around to the back and up. Press into the back outer edge of your foot. Press down through your toes and your heel. This is an open position. Don't think of having to be in open position so your hips are completely spread open. This can cause some rubbing on your bones that you really don't want to happen and cause for, hip replacements and things later in life. So go where it's comfortable for you. Usually it's a little bit more of an angle for most people. Lift your arms up. Fingers spread wide, lots of energy running through your arms. Don't have like floppy spaghetti arms. Gaze forward. You can soften your gaze. Abs are in tight, back is long, neck is long. And exhale, step back forward into mountain pose. This time we're going to do a twist with our mountain pose. So inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, you're going to twist your body to the right. So your right arm is going to come to the back, left arm in front. Reach them long. Your neck can go where it's comfortable for you, but we are trying to work on keeping the twist in our upper back. Our hips should still be parallel to the face in the front of the room. Inhale, arms up, and exhale to the left. So your left arm is reaching back, right arm is reaching forward. Gaze is where it's comfortable for you. Hips are forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down to your sides. Now we're going to go into Warrior Two on the other side. So plant your left foot, take your right foot back, and open it up so then it is parallel to the short edge of your mat and intersecting the heel of your left foot. Spin your right thigh in and back. Engage all of those muscles in your quads. Feel it in your undercarriage here where your booty and your hamstring meet. Press down into your back outer foot. Lift your arms up. Feel that energy. Engage your core. Close your chest. Couple deep breaths here. Inhale and step back to the front of your mat. Let's do those twists again in mountain pose. So inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to your right. If you want to check your hips and see where they are pointing, go ahead and just bring your hands down to your waist on both the front and the back of your right side, and you'll be able to tell if your hips are opening or not. Deep breath here. Exhale, arms back up overhead. Let's go to the other side. Arms long, and then you can check that hip placement again. with your right hand on the front of your left hip and your left hand on the back of your left hip. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms to your side. And let's just close this out with a few more hip circles. So go ahead, hands on your waist. We're going to tuck our pelvis to the front. Take it to your right corner, your back right corner, your left front corner, and then just start circling it around. Loosen those hips out some. And let's switch directions. Good job. Come to center, shake it out a little. Come back into your mountain pose. Just take a moment, center yourself for the day ahead of you. Feel that energy running through your body, all the little vibrations after your practice today. Take a few deep breaths in your nose, out your nose. Try to keep the inhales and exhales the same length. Whatever count works for you. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your palms together and trace that line down the center of your body to your hands at heart center into prayer pose. May you always be true to your intentions, true to your heart's desires, and speak loving truth to those around you. I thank you so much for joining me today. Please hit the like, the subscribe button, and go check out my website, truetoyouyoga.com, or you can check out my Facebook page. I'd love to have you all join and follow and just share all of yoga with you all. Thank you so much for joining me today. I just am so grateful. Love you.